Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another live show this evening as I bring you another episode of our weekly transfer show that we will be doing right until the end of January when the window closes, of course. But yeah, welcome everybody. Obviously I'm sure we're all still happy about yesterday, the day after, and yeah, it feels good. Feels good the fact that we went to Wycombe and we got the 3 points. But if you're like me, I'm always there, haven't achieved anything yet. We can't have any time to over-celebrate. We have to get back on the training field and we have to keep working, and we can celebrate at the end of the season when hopefully there is a promotion to celebrate with. But yeah, for now, really good. Obviously yesterday, and we're still very happy for it, of course. And by the way, that Herbie Kane goal is still on repeat. What a beauty of a goal that was last night. Absolutely unbelievable. But look, we're going to bring you all the latest news this evening. We've got plenty to discuss. More outgoings than potential incomings, unfortunately, which is not what we want to be hearing, because we know how desperate we are to get strikers in the building first and foremost that can actually score some goals for us to enable us to be promoted come the end of the season. But yeah, we're going to go through it. Like I said, get your thoughts as we go along as well on each of the topics. I'd love to hear what you think as we go through each of the players that have departed and a few rumours as well. Make sure you do drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. Appreciate all the support. And let's get stuck into it without further ado. Before we do, let's go and say a few of those in the chat. Blue Terrier says, no Taylor, no party. Absolutely. I mean, yeah. Is he going to come here, guys? Is he not? What is happening right now? Because it's all gone a bit silent again. And we haven't got a lot to feed off right now in terms of rumours of players coming into the building, which is sometimes Town do kind of sign players and we haven't really had any rumours before. Sometimes that can happen, I get that. But I think if it's like a big kind of signing, you do get those rumours before, and we're not getting it at the moment. But anyway, we'll have to see what happens. Aid, he said, hello, mate, hope you're okay. Big up to you, Aid, my wonderful mod. How are you doing this evening, mate? Good to see you in the chat. And yeah, I've already said it, but yeah, do what Aiden says, guys. It is free. And it does help the channel a lot if you can drop a like on the video and subscribe. Let's keep growing this community. And also, as my channel is monetized, you can send in a super chat if you wish, and also become a member of the channel. I am looking to get some little stickers for the membership so you can put them in the chat every stream, but I still haven't got round to it, guys. I'm so busy on YouTube at the moment. Literally, I'm so consistent. I'm loving it. And, obviously, with all the preparation I do into these shows, guys, with the research, it isn't as easy as what it may look and just sat here speaking to you guys. There is a lot of preparation going to these streams. John says, evening all. Hello to John. How are you doing, John? Good to see you in the chat. And Ian says, sad to see Phillips go because I want to see what he can do within League One. Good to see Harratt go. Looking at a reply he did on his goodbye, but it's like he didn't care about us. Yeah, I think we're going to get into it, but don't worry. But thank you for sharing your thoughts early. For me, Harratt, I think he hasn't got the best of people around him, and that's the way it looks. I don't know the people around him, but he doesn't look like he's been that well advised. I think he does have that kind of demeanour where he doesn't care. I'm sure he does care deep down, but I get what you're saying. It can't be portrayed like that. But yeah, I think he's been badly. I think he's got the wrong people around him, to be fair, because if you look at his disciplinary issues as well, I think that has been a big problem with Harratt in recent, seasons, disciplinary. And I think sometimes it just takes some of your closer people to have a chat with you and say, look, I think we need to kind of rein it in a little bit and let's focus on the football more than doing things that you shouldn't be doing off the field. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who he's surrounded with, but you just thought it was like. But look, we're going to get straight into the show. I've kind of waffled on for the past 5 minutes or so, but we are kind of saying a few hellos in the chat as we always do on these streams, because you guys make the channel what it is, and without you guys, the channel would be nothing. So I appreciate everybody that's dropping in right now. But look, let's get straight into it then, without any more time wasting. And we're going to start with Kieran Phillips, who, of course, one of our strikers, who's been out on loan numerous times, but he's decided to join Scottish Premiership side at Ross County in a permanent move on a 2.5-year deal, an undisclosed fee. Does anybody else get the real annoyance about this, by the way, guys? How come we always, when we sell players, it's always undisclosed? Why do the club never let us know how much we're actually getting for our players? Because I think as fans, I think we deserve to know, but it's always undisclosed amounts. Why? I don't get it. It is annoying. We deserve to know, like I said, and it does seem a little bit strange that we seem to be... Look, I know the odd deal can be disclosed, but it's every single sale that we make is undisclosed, and it's like, why? But look, anyway, getting back to the point, obviously, is a centre forward. Obviously, started out obviously in the academy. He started out at Town as a junior before making a move to Everton's academy, where his initial promise was curtailed by injury. Phillips returned to Town in January 2020 and made 11 appearances for Carls Corbin in the 2021 season, but has not featured for the club since. Instead, going out on a series of loans to the likes of Walsall, Exeter City, Morecambe, Shrewsbury Town, and most recently, Sacramento Republic. Now, Phillips hasn't made a single appearance since returning to Johnson Stadium, as he now looks for more game time. Now, obviously, he's been under contract at the club since 2020, but has featured just 11 times in that time. And I think he's at the age now, guys, where he needs the regular minutes and he needs to feel settled at a club rather than moving around on loans. And clearly, we didn't see him as a big part of our plans. He wasn't going to get much of a look in this season, so we've decided to cash in on him now. But yeah, I mean, what you guys? Let me know what you think of this outgoing. But there has been a lot of people saying about this, how we're already struggling for strikers, so why not give him a go instead? And I get that sentiment, but he clearly is somebody that the club don't really see like he can do it at the club, and maybe Duff doesn't really see him as part of his plans. So yeah, he's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? But look, I wish him all the best. And before we do get into that one, because I've come on that in a minute, but it is one that he hasn't been surplus requirements for a long time now, not just recently. So it makes sense maybe to move him on. But we are short of strikers already, so I would have rather, I would rather see him on the bench than who, Mr. Ladapo. That's who I'd prefer to see off the bench and Phillips on it. But yeah, that's just me. Josh's Town's Twitter banner has a billboard that says "Today's the day." Does it? All right. I haven't seen that, but thank you for that. Maybe I do really sense that a sign is coming very, very soon, guys. I do. I think it's around the corner. Whether that's today, I don't know. But what is left of today. But I don't know. There is a signing around the corner in the next few days. Who it is going to be is anybody's guess. Matthew said, "Hello, buddy. Looking forward to discussing transfers tomorrow. the Cherries and All the Bounce transfer show at 9 p.m. live streaming on both Up the Cherries and All the Bounce and the Great Huddersfield Town Fan TV. Big up to yourself. No, your channel's great as well, Up the Cherries and All the Bounce, Matt. I love your channel, love your content, and of course, I like to see Bournemouth doing well in the Premier League as they are doing at the moment. But yeah, guys, that is the plug there, right there. I was going to mention it a bit later on, but of course, yeah, we will be doing our transfer show, covering all the EFL rumours and deals that have happened so far, and into the Premier League. We'll be discussing the Premier League transfers and stuff as well. So yeah, do join us tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for the transfer show. We'd love to have your company, of course, tomorrow. Johnson's for a fee to be disclosed. Both clubs have to agree to that. It might not be you guys saying you want it undisclosed. Oh, really? Right, I didn't know. I thought the person that was selling the player is in control of if it's published how much you sell that player for. I thought the player, you know what I mean. So, but I didn't know that. But I've learned something new this evening. But thank you for that, John. Didn't know that. And Buta said, to fair, do you really want other clubs knowing how much you receive for other players, especially when we are trying to sign some of our own? I mean, to be fair, I just think the fans deserve to know, because I think we've had, like, whenever we've sold, this hasn't just been this season, but like this past year, but it's been like for years this, where we've just had undisclosed, and it's just like a lot of fans at other clubs get to know how much they sell their players for. So I don't know, I just think the fans do deserve to know, in my opinion, but that's just me. But look, let's get straight into the next one then. Of course, Kieran Harratt has departed. Now, he's completed a permanent move to League Two side Fleetwood Town. Harratt obviously spent the first half of the season on loan at the Highbury Stadium and has now made the move permanent on undisclosed terms. Obviously, 22 years of age, he's made 26 appearances for our first team, to coming through the club's B team system. With his last outing coming in the League Cup defeat to Walsall in August. Now, since joining Fleetwood on loan, Harratt has featured 20 times in all competitions, largely from the bench, registering 3 goals and an assist. Now, obviously, Harratt did make 4 substitute appearances for us at the start of the 24-25 season, and has previously had loan spells at the likes of Harrogate Town, Guiseley, Port Vale and Bradford City. With his time at Valley Parade, it terminated early after he was fined for hair coursing. He was also fined for poaching offences in December as well. So like I said, that's a disciplinary issue that I was talking about, guys, earlier. But look, obviously he did make his breakthrough with us early last season under Neil Warnock. He signed a new contract extension until in the summer of 2023. He did achieve a few things with us. Obviously, he got, in the first part of the 23-24 season, scoring his first goal at the John Smith Stadium in the EFL Cup game with Middlesbrough last August, and making his first championship start on home soil in the 2-0 win over Rotherham United in September 2023. But obviously, Harratt's fortunes did kind of turn for the worse, didn't they, later on in the autumn, when he picked up a serious hamstring injury in the game with Southampton in late November. Now, obviously, the forward then missed the second half of last season after being suspended for 4 months by the FA following his admission to breaches of the governing body's betting rules. Now, in total, for Town, he made 26 senior appearances in all competitions, scored a couple of times and registered 1 assist. And obviously now he is the 3rd player to leave the club permanently this month, after Jaheim Headley joined League Two side Port Vale. Obviously, Kieran Phillips completed his move to Ross County in the Scottish Premiership. But look, yeah, I mean, look, I think for me, I think it is a sensible move to sell Kieran Harratt. His attentions seem to be away from the football side of things. Now, obviously, he has been on loan at Fleetwood from start of the season, but obviously the deal has been made permanent now. But I just think, from our point of view, I think his attention has been where he's been off the pitch rather than on it, and he has a bit of bad luck along the way, as well, as I've already mentioned. But with the injury that he picked up, and then obviously he got into trouble. But I don't know. I just think Harratt was service requirements. Union's cashing on him now, and I don't really have any kind of complaints about that. Look, I think he has got some ability. There's no doubt about that. But I just think his attitude, his application is very questionable, and like I say, he seems to be he's not fully engaged in football, and that's the way it looks. So yeah, it is one of those. Now another deal, of course, going through is from our B team, who might not be a familiar name to a lot of people, but this guy, Iko Solomon, he's joined League Two side Harratt on loan for the rest of the season. He's 18 years of age, Solomon. He joined our academy from Wigan. He's eligible for both the Netherlands and England, with the start of his football career beginning at football camps run by Dutch giants Ajax. Now, he's set to be his first experience of senior first team football, which is valuable for him. Now, Solomon has impressed at B team level this season. Now, I know B team level and senior football is completely different, but he's still excelling at that level, so let's give him some credit. And he's still very young. And obviously, Town now think, let's get him out on loan, let's let him build up his experience and his first experience of senior football. But look, obviously, he's a very versatile player as well. Anyone that doesn't know who he is, obviously, can play in a variety of positions. Able to play in both defence and midfield. Obviously, Solomon is the latest young attempt to move on loan to North Yorkshire, with Harrogate Town sitting 21st place within Sky Bet League 2. So it'll be a good experience. Hopefully, he gets plenty of minutes. And, when you're down at the bottom fighting for your lives, and you really, you do learn a lot from that. And I think he'll do well, and hopefully he'll come back and he'll be ready to. Still only 18, so look, he's got a lot of time on his side. But yeah, look, it's good for the youngsters to get out on loan and experience those senior minutes. So let's see how he does. But good luck to him, and good luck to all the other players that talk about, Kieran Phillips and Kieran Harratt as well, despite his poor behaviour, Harratt. Now, I thought these are just rumours, guys, now, but so that's kind of the deals that have happened so far. These are just a few rumours which I kind of find amusing these Spurs, actually. Obviously, there is a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk about Josh Koroma, who is obviously, is a key player for us, as we know. But he has been reportedly been attracting interest from both Championship and fellow League One sides. That's according to a recent report from Darren Whitcoop on X. The versatile forward has a host of admirers. And yeah, it's not really something that we want to be hearing, because I think Koroma has always struggled with consistency, but I think he still is he obviously is a key player for us. So to lose Koroma without having a replacement is a bit suspect. Now, obviously, in the update by Whitcoop, it doesn't actually specifically disclose any of the clubs who have registered interest, though it does state that Huddersfield could face a fight to keep Koroma in West Yorkshire beyond the current window, as he has admirers from the Championship and League One. Now, it would actually be interesting to see where Koroma's interest in League One is coming from as well, given that, obviously, only 3 clubs are above us in the table at the moment. And one, I think I kind of have to wonder if maybe somebody like Wickham would be looking at him. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Obviously, it is worth noting that Koroma is set to see his contract expire in the summer. So yeah, his contract is way down now. So that is no thing. Is he going to sign a new contract with us, or is he going to leave now, or is he going to leave in the summer? I don't know. Or is he going to sign a new deal, like I said? But look, I don't think we're at a stage where we can really afford to lose a player like this now. Like I said, he's not as consistent as we want him to be, but he is still starting games. So if we get rid of him, then we're going to lose the starter. I don't know how much I believe this story to be a fair, but I have seen it floating around, so I did cover it in the show this evening. But look, Koroma's been in the club since 2019, making 151 appearances scoring 29 goals and 10 assists. Obviously, during his time, he has had obviously loans to Rotherham. Where he only made 5 appearances there to play in 2020. Then obviously he was out on loan in the 22-23 season at Portsmouth, making 24 appearances, scoring 5 goals and 3 assists. So yeah, for me, I think this is just utter nonsense, guys, if I'm being honest with you. I think... But like I say, it has been a bit of transfer talk in that aspect, so I did want to cover it. But let me know what you guys think of this story, and if you've seen it as well. But for me, I think Koroma will be staying here. Yeah, he's obviously not. I don't think he's gonna. I think for me, we should be. He's not for sale at the moment, and I think maybe instead we should sell somebody like Radulovic or Ladapo instead of him. To be honest with you. Anyways. We can't afford to lose Koroma, Aiden says. Yeah, no, I don't think we can we? The board are stupid if they let him go. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the board are stupid anyway, so... But yeah, they're even more stupid if they get rid of him. Without a replacement especially as well. But yeah, no. For me, I think it is a bit of a nonsense story. And yeah, I don't think so. Johnson, if he can play wide, it might be us, but I doubt it does. Yeah, obviously he does play on the wing. He obviously is an out-and-out winger. That's where his best position is. But he can do a job up front, even though he's obviously an out-and-out striker. So yeah, he's a winger, but yeah, I don't even know if it's true to be. You never know what to believe, do you? But that is what has been circulating recently. Anyway, I've seen it. Now, another story that I think is utter nonsense as well, by the way, is, of course, Mikel Helik has come into the kind of rumour mill, if you must say so. Now, obviously, he was absent from the game last night due to illness, and a lot of people have kind of drawn up their own conspiracy theories about it, does that mean he may be going? Because obviously at the time of this, ironically, the timing of this is very ironic, because obviously Coventry was kind of expressing interest in him. And then he missed the game last night. So it's like very timed, very perfect. But to be fair, Duff was questioned about this, and he did say that, Helik isn't for sale. And he also said that he isn't talking to any club. The only place he is in his bed because he's recovering from an illness. So there we are. So he did shut that down very quickly. So I suppose this is a bit of a silly story to cover. And as I said to you the other day as well, I think Helik obviously is a key player in our defence. And if you look at it this way, when we got relegated at the end of last season, obviously there were a lot of rumours about Helik. Is he going to stay? Is he going to go? But then obviously it was quickly quashed and said, look, we don't have to sell players unless an outrageous offer comes in. Then we don't need to sell. I think he's still got 18 months left on his contract as well. So yeah, there's no chance of this happening, in my opinion. And I don't know what it is about Coventry taking our players, but obviously they've already took Jack Radone, and now they're reportedly after Helik. So yeah, I think it isn't going to happen, guys. We are in the same position as what we were in the summer. We don't need to sell our key players. So Mikel Helik is here to stay. Now, the next thing I do want to discuss, obviously Joe Taylor interest, nothing concrete, and I know I did cover this on the last week's show, guys, but I do want to bring up again because he's kind of ramped up a little bit, because obviously Joe Taylor wasn't part of Luton's squad at all on Monday night in their game against QPR, and it did kind of spark a little bit of talk on social media about, does that mean that Luton are eventually allowing him to go? Doesn't mean he's coming to us, by the way, but we are obviously one of the clubs that are interested in him. And yeah, obviously he's usually on the bench for Luton, but he wasn't on the squad at all. But look, the rumours are obviously going to intensify because of the conspiracy theories of this. And but Joe Taylor, I think I kind of said what I thought about Joe Taylor. To be fair, look, I think there's undoubted quality there. He's done it at this level as well with Lincoln, and he's a good player. But I do think that it will be interesting to see if he does. Like I say, he's got some names in the moment, but if he does come in, how long is it going to take him to get up to speed with things? How long is it going to take him to really be at the races? Because he hasn't played much football at all recently, and you can train as much as you like, but you need to be having minutes as well, and he hasn't had that. So I do think that we need somebody that can come in and hit the ground running straight away. However, if Joe Taylor may take 1 to 2 weeks to get up to speed, build up his minutes gradually, I'm sure he will get into the rhythm very quickly after that, hopefully. So, maybe I'm overthinking it, but that's just something that I kind of want to say. John says Coventry wants Sanson from us too. All right, yeah, Coventry seem to be looking to improve their squad then, John. Ian says it was good to hear Dove say, I should say. I think it was a sigh of relief. Yeah, it was a bit of a sigh of relief, wasn't it? But to be honest with you, I didn't really feel that panicked about it when I heard about the Helik rumour, because personally, I know the club's stance on it because they told us in the summer. It won't have changed within 4 or 5 months of them saying that they don't need to sell. And so I wasn't really that worried because there wasn't anything concrete there. It was just really a rumour. Nothing more, nothing less. But I do get what you mean. It is a bit of a relief just to kind of know, just a bit of reassurance. Duff reassured us last night that he isn't for sale and he's going nowhere unless an outrageous offer comes in. Now, Johnson's problem is that Luton are about to sack their manager, so any new manager might want to look at him. Yeah, I mean, I did actually see that about their manager potentially getting sacked, but that whole thing's up, with the timing of this now. I don't know. Maybe Taylor just wants to move on now anyway. He seems to feel like he maybe wants to just have another different challenge somewhere else. But I get what you're saying. A new manager potentially coming in for him might be a fresh start for him at Luton. But I'm not too sure, to be honest. But big up to everyone that is tuning in right now. Make sure you drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let me know your thoughts down below on the current Huddersfield Town transfer rumours at the moment. If you've heard anything else as well, let me know in the chat. And, of course, any questions that you want to put in as well, I'm more than happy to answer a few questions of you guys if you want to put any questions in. But I think for me, though, guys, with these, for the kind of the worrying thing for me at the moment is that I feel like we've only really been. I know we've been linked with other strikers. Tete from Cardiff would be a disaster at the signing. We've already established that last week when I spoke about him. Joe Taylor's been linked. Obviously, I know we were interested in Nathan Lowe, who obviously then said he wanted to stay at Walsall. Because he was enjoying himself there, and obviously it was only a loan. It's only a loan from Stoke, so he's not like he's there forever. He kind of lured himself out of coming here. So, but now it's gone really, really quiet again, and I know that we're only in. It's actually a week since the window opened today. It's been a week since the window opened, and I do worry because we haven't been linked with many other people. And I don't know what that noise was then, but that made me jump a little bit. Anyways, I don't like when there's a few noises around here. Anyway, let's have a look. I've lost my track of thought now. I was talking about, the length of, the rumours there's not many rumours apart from Joe Taylor at the moment that we are interested in signing, in terms of the striker department. So that does worry me a little bit. And I think the reality of it is that the longer we leave getting our business done, the more the price increases. Now, if it's a potential loan that we're looking at, then obviously I don't think that really. I don't think it impacts. I don't think it impacts the price that much, to be honest with you. But if we're looking to get some permanent players, permanent signings in, the price will increase, and it feels like it's. I don't know. It just feels like it's going to end up the way that the summer ended, the summer window ended, where we were looking at players, and then we just miss out again. And I don't necessarily feel like that's me being negative. I just think that it just seems like I know we're only a week in as well, so I get it. But we need to get players in sooner rather than later. And as I said to you, I do not want to be, here in week 3 of 4 of the window and still sat here saying the same thing again. We need a striker. We need some strikers in the building. I don't want to be sat here saying that. So we'll have to get a move on because we've only got 2 weeks. We've only got a week. We've only got like a week and a bit to actually get. But I do feel like there's a sign around the corner. But because we have such a bad recruitment team and the worst in the EFL, I've labelled it, where we just pick players out of a hat, it seems. Well, it doesn't seem it. That's exactly what it is. Then you're not really filled with that much confidence, if that makes sense. And that is the problem. I know that it's a window that we know, but this is huge. This window, because get it wrong, and that could be the difference between being promoted and not being promoted. So when you're giving the power to people that shouldn't really be in any authority to make those kind of crucial decisions and look for players when they have no idea, I think you really are playing a dangerous game, because I don't think it's not reasonable to say that we need people that have had a track record of finding good players, and they are really renowned in this country for doing so. And we're not going to attract the best names in the recruitment systems and stuff like that, and stuff like people on the board. But you can still get some good people out there who know what they're doing. Not that I'm like contacts, but there is bound to be people out there that have done well at whatever club. So yeah, but we're choosing to put our trust in these players, so in these people in the board. Sorry, but let me know, guys, in the chat if you know any more rumours, any questions as well. But this is a shorter stream this evening. I did want to try and get to the hour mark, so if we can kind of push this stream along for an hour. We're only at 36 minutes right now. I do like to make my streams an hour, you see. But if you do want to come on and discuss how you think the transfer window is going for us at the moment, and anything that you want to see, any players that you want to see, which players would you like to see? Because I know I've seen a few Town fans on Twitter saying that they'd really like Dion Charles from Bolton. Now, for me, I've always said, and I'm not just saying this, but I've always said that I do like the look of Charles from Bolton. I think he's a good player. He does score goals. I do like. He does seem to be a very good, strong, physical player that puts himself about, and and I think he would be a player that I wouldn't mind seeing at Town. Absolutely not. But how much it would cost to get him is another story. And it would be whether Bolton would be willing to sell him at this stage. But we'll have to wait and see, really, because so like I said, that's the link, guys. If you want to come on and have your say, you can do. And obviously, I think I would love to be speaking more about transfers and the people that potentially could be coming into the club, but we just haven't. It's gone all quiet, and I don't really have any news to share at this point. Now, obviously, oh no, sorry, I thought I saw something about Helik thing, which kind of felt a bit thingy about, but yeah. So obviously, we'll be interested to see if there is any developments over the next few days. And to be honest, I have just had a look at where are people seeing that today's the day on the banner? Because I can't see. On the town Twitter, there's no. Can't see anything that says today's. But anyway, I don't know. But anyway, obviously Duff, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but obviously Duff has been nominated for Manager of the Month for League One, of course. Obviously, he's backed up an undefeated November 2024. Obviously, and then obviously he's gone without defeat again in December. And obviously we were last beaten on the 1st of October in the league. So they're collecting 14 points out of a possible 18 on offer. Obviously across a really congested fixture list in the festive period, of course. Now obviously the award and shortlist are decided upon by numerous people. Duff has been nominated in good company. So it's either going to be Chris Davis, Chris Davis, Bolton Wanderers, Richie Wellens, Leighton Orient, and Phil Parkinson at Wrexham. The winner will be announced on Friday, so we know who will be the winner on Friday. Ian says, don't really have a question on transfers, Ian says, but I do have a question. Do you think the next couple of fixtures could defend where we want to finish in the league? Good question, but no, look, any questions are fine. Obviously, Huddersfield Town related. Look, I think for me, I think every game feels massive right now, and from now until the season, every game is massive. Now, if you look at our next few fixtures, though, just talking about next few fixtures, obviously Shrewsbury on Saturday, Blackpool the following weekend, and then we've got Bolton, followed by Birmingham at home. So that's our January, the rest of our January. Yeah, I mean, look, we've shown that we do struggle against those teams that do play a low block, and we've struggled against the teams lower down the table than we have the teams higher up the table. Blackpool again aren't having the best of seasons either. Not sure where they are in the league. We'll soon find out when we do our preview show next week. But I don't know where they are in the league. I think they're in the lower half. Anyway, but yeah, I think I'm not answering this question very well, am I? I think it will be a massive couple of games. I'm not sure it will, because the games are so coming quick and fast at the moment as well. I do think that because it's quite tight as well at the top, I do think every game counts at this stage. So I think, yeah, I think they are. I think the next few fixtures will really, really show where we want to finish in the table for me. But yeah, hopefully I've answered that question. But I do tend to waffle on these answers. But I think I really want to get to the hour mark, guys, so we need to keep going for a few moments. Because, yeah, I do want to get to the hour mark. And I'm finding it a struggle right now. This isn't good news when you need players in the building where then we're struggling to know what to say because we don't really have much to say. I kind of gone through it quite quickly, more quickly than I thought, to be fair. But just to recap, for people that are joining, obviously Kieran Phillips has departed, joining Ross County on a permanent deal. Kieran Harratt has also moved permanently to Fleetwood. Currently, he was already on loan at Fleetwood for the rest of the season, but they've decided to act quickly and get the deal sorted now. Eco Solomon, one of our youngsters, has gone out to Harrogate on loan to get some first team experience for the very first time. Versatile player, defender and midfielder. He can play in both positions, both areas. And then, like I said, incomings haven't really become such a talking point recently. Joe Taylor is the only one that we're really being linked with at the moment, or rumoured to be interested in. I know obviously we have been linked to Hardy from Plymouth, which we've already covered last week, and that guy from Cardiff, which again I don't want him at all at this club, Etete. So yeah, hopefully we have plenty more news. And to be honest, I think I might do this show at the end of next week, unless we do get some significant news and we do get a lot of news coming, for next week. I might push this show on to a Friday next week because it gives us a bit of a bigger window. But we don't want to be saying that, guys, because we want to be busy in the next week. But yeah, let's see how that develops. But it's kind of been a bit of a short stream tonight, but it is what it is. No point forcing anything else if there's nothing to discuss. But so yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here, guys, to be honest with you. Thank you everyone for tuning in this evening. I appreciate everybody being here. And whoever's, I've said everyone that's contributed to the channel as well in the chat tonight. Big up to you all. But look, we'll be back tomorrow night. As I said, I am going to be doing a collaboration with, we've been doing a collaboration for a while, but me and Matt from the Cherries and All the Palms will be bringing you episode 2 of the Transfer Show, covering all the transfer rumours and deals across the EFL and the Premier League. So do join us at 9 o'clock tomorrow night for that one. It is going to be streamed on both our channels. And then we will be doing the preview to our game against Shrewsbury on Friday. We'll be doing the preview on Friday. Obviously, the game is on Saturday. So yeah, we'll be doing the preview on Friday as well. So, look, content coming thick and fast here. I appreciate everybody that's sticking with me on this journey, supporting the channel and everything else. I really appreciate it. It's a brilliant live stream out of the town. Thank you very much, Jane. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and up the town indeed. But guys, have a good rest of the evening, whatever you get up to. Stay safe, take care now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for another bit of content. Take care, everybody. And as always, as Aidan says, up the town. Take care, everybody. And hopefully, we have lots to talk about next week, and we have a few signs through the door, and we can extend the show to the hour mark again. So yeah, but look, see you later, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.